Hello, my name is Florence and this is The Know. Here are today's top stories. A gang has been found guilty of 50 million benefit fraud. William Wragg has resigned the Tory whip after a suspected honey trap, and the Cass NHS gender identity review has been published. Keep watching to find out more. Five Bulgarian members of a criminal gang have been convicted of £53.9 million benefit fraud in what the Crown Prosecution Service has described as the largest case of benefit fraud in England and Wales. Gang members involved included 3 women and 2 men, Gayanesh Ali, Galina Nikolova, Stoyan Stoyanov, Setska Todorova, and Patricia Peneva. According to the CPS, the gang made around 6,000 false claims for universal credit using hijacked identities between October 2016 and May 2021. Once their claims were granted, the gang would launder the money using different bank accounts or withdraw the money in cash. Ben Reed, specialist CPS prosecutor, called the case the largest benefit fraud prosecution in England and Wales, adding, "These defendants conspired to commit industrial-scale fraud against the universal credit system. Submitting thousands of false claims, the organised criminals enriched themselves from government funds designed to protect and help the most vulnerable people in our society." The 5 gang members are due to be sentenced at Wood Green Crown Court on the 28th of May. Tory MP William Wragg has given up the whip after admitting to sharing other MPs' phone numbers on a dating app in a suspected Westminster honey trap plot. The MP for Hazel Grove apologised for my weakness, adding, "They have compromising things on me, they wouldn't leave me alone." The Metropolitan Police confirmed they would be investigating after up to 20 people received unsolicited messages and explicit images. Commenting on the scandal, Prime Minister Rishi Sunak said Mr. Wragg had rightly apologised.
William Wragg has apologised and taken action to resign, and it's a reminder to everybody in public life about being sceptical and suspicious about unsolicited emails and messages that come into you. There are lots of people out there who want to subvert our democracy, and we have to be on guard for that.
Do you regret backing him?
As I said, he's rightly apologised for what he's done. It's subject to a live police investigation. It's a limit to what I can say, and a good reminder to everybody in public life about being sceptical, as I said, of incoming unsolicited messages.
Wragg has been MP for Hazel Grove since 2015 and will also be giving up his roles on the 1922 Backbench Committee and the Public Administration Committee. A review published by Dr. Hilary Cass has called for the NHS to make changes to gender services for young people, finding that children had been let down by remarkably weak evidence on medical interventions.
So the other issue that we've been very concerned about is the lack of an evidence base. Our systematic reviews from the University of York showed that the evidence was really disappointing. That wasn't a surprise to us because my earlier piece of work with NICE had suggested that it was weak. But this was a much broader review of the literature, and that's meant that we have to be really quite cautious about how we manage medical interventions in the group.
The 388-page report commissioned by the NHS looked into gender identity services for under 18s, following a rise in the number of patients questioning their identity. Cass concluded the review by making 32 recommendations into improving gender services, advising clinics to include screenings for neurodevelopment conditions and a mental health assessment. The report also warned that the toxicity of the debate around gender had caused a negative impact on the quality of services. Thanks for watching The Know. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to The Mirror for more daily news updates.